Boah. Ich könnte eigentlich meine Kamera mal ausschalten. Ja. Bum, bum, bum. So, Game Selection. North American Version. Englisch. Start Game. Das wird jetzt lustig. Mal sehen, ob ich das überhaupt kann.
Metal Gear Solid.
Ja, ja. Ich kann mich ja nur erinnern an, wenn mein Onkel das gespielt hat.
Das weiß ich.
Also Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Mehr weiß ich leider nicht mehr. Oh. Oh, ich kann die Views einstellen. Third Person View, normal. Fullscreen, Letterbox. Ne, machen wir Full. Brightness Adjustment. And this is adjust the modifier brightness that. Oh, ich kann aber nicht. Das lasst mich nicht adjusten. Okay, egal. Exit. Was ist ein Special? Basic Actions. Beginner. Intermediate. Ja, mach mal Beginner.
Was denn? Was?
I'm playing MGS series for the first time.
Nee, der Tee ist jetzt alle. Aber ich habe halt jetzt erst gesehen, ich habe
Easy.
2 Glasflaschen auf meinem Tisch stehen, ich habe Papierknüllen auf meinem Tisch liegen, Flaschenöffner, wie das Buch Ed Bieber reist um die Welt.
No, David Hayter. Bitte stirb nie.
Ich habe mir gestern Abend noch das Buch durchgelesen, das sind alles Reime auf jeder Buchseite.
A Hideo Kojima Game.
Die haben auch alle Klamotten, die Tiere. So, woher habt ihr das? Woher hat der Biber eine Axt? Woher haben die Seile? Woher haben die Helme? Woher haben die Betten? Wie haben die den Strom in ihrem Damm? Was ist denn hier noch? Ah, hier Familie Fuchs. Die haben auch Strom. Ah. Auch gut. Familie Fuchs, nicht Dachs, sondern Fuchs. Hier ist ein Bienenschwarm. Die haben Eimer, Helme, Westen. Honiggläser haben die sogar. Oh. Das Zwergmäuse in Kugelnestern. Die haben auch Strom irgendwie sich geflochten. Ich habe so viele Fragen, aber auch gleichzeitig so wenig Antworten.
Does this pantywaist know what he's doing? Approaching release point. 10 minutes to drop off. Hey, are you deaf? He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Wow, er ist so cool.
Wer Schnacke?
Ja, ja.
Depressurization complete. Checking oxygen supply. 6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch. 6 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate BLR model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump. 10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay.
The world's first Halo jump.
Prepare for drop-off.
Oh,
Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Ja, da macht er noch tausende von Saltos. Oh Gott. Directed by Hideo Kojima.
Jack, I've got some important news.
Oh.
The head of the
Jetzt 5
CIA
Stunden
has
von
finally given us
Conceits
the green
erstmal.
light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission.
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission. Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same.
Ja, jetzt hört man das schöne Knatschen
On
von
April
dem
the 12th,
Stream.
1961, Soviets launched the first manned station.
Jetzt wissen alle, wie eklig du isst.
Blue, but there was no God.
Du machst nicht mal den Mund zu beim Kauen.
The rocket that carried
Du machst nicht den Mund zu beim Kauen! Du fettes Beson!
Vostok rocket.
Was ist ein...
Sokolov is said to be the man
Okay, aber
most
was ist jetzt ein
responsible for the
Beson?
multi-engine cluster used
Ist
in
ein
that.
Tier!
After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development, become the head of the
Okay.
newly established design bureau.
Ein
From a wealthy
Beson.
technician to head of a design bureau. That's quite a success story. So why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid.
Kann dir
of his
davon
own
mal ein
creation.
Bild schicken.
Du meinst ein Bison, meinst du?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
Ja, ich sag dazu
And for that,
Beson.
he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence.
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his
Bist du
family
doof?
was also to be taken safely to the west.
Du bist doof, weil du isst
Mole to
wie
get
ein
the family
fucking
out first and succeeded in sneaking
Bidon.
through the Berlin Wall shortly
Ich
after.
kann den Video aufnehmen, ich
I was
esse
the
mit dem
one
Mund
who
zu.
conducted the operation.
Nee, für mich hört sich das wie Mund auf an.
The eastern side was still full of holes.
Ich esse mit dem Mund zu, du fucking
We got
Retard.
Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took 2 weeks and more than 600
Ich kann dir auch ein Video schicken, wie ich mit dem Mund zu esse.
Soviet
Wichser.
Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on
Never
standby
ever
alert.
isst er mit dem Mund zu.
Soviet transport ships
Ich-
carrying missiles
du
continued
bist so
on
ein
course
Schwanzkopf.
towards Cuba.
Du bist ein Schwanzkopf.
Forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's
Weiß
Emergency
ich jetzt
Security
nicht.
Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was it worth?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming to save me until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No. According to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs?
The Virgin
That's
Cliffs.
named for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Naja.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west.
Nice glitch.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major
Stimmt,
crisis.
später kann man ja auf ihre
The clock
Brüste
is
starren,
ticking.
wenn sie dann auftaucht.
Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon
Oh
will be
Gott.
dropped at that point.
Sie haben einen anderen Stick, mit dem du rumgucken kannst, nicht den Stick, den du normalerweise rumgucken musst.
Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proof.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talon?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Au.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake.
Naked
I'll be
Snake.
referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Oh, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom.
Major
This will
Tom.
be a sneaking mission.
Nice.
You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button.
Press the action
I'll
button.
be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function.
What's the send
Okay,
function?
Snake, go get your backpack.
Muss ich den Share-Button drücken? Oh, ich bin im Spiel drin. Oh, whoa. What's the... That's the... food. This is the Kodak. I can tune it to the... Ah, okay. Cool, ich spiele das Spiel. Ey. So schlage ich. Ich kann Kung Fu. Wie ducke ich mich? Oh Gott. Oh Gott. Das Spiel ist... ah, X. Super.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button.
Der Arsch
Other
tut weh.
equipped items, just do the same thing.
Weniger am
for
Fingerbohren, am
Got it.
Arschbohren. Am
Use the
Fingerbohren,
survival
Alter. Ich
viewer
kann auch nicht reden.
backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire.
Oh,
If
fuck.
its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this, anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word.
I'm a ghost.
There'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and U.S. deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose.
A fake death pill.
SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She?
Hello,
She.
I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
I'm paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in
See a
by
name.
parachute.
Okay,
Aren't you
good.
going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
John
And they call
Doe.
you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very
Jane
funny.
Doe.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency.
Want to save? Send a message to the
140.96.
frequency. Okay.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Oh God.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years is it
Oh,
then?
ich krieg eine fette Pizza jetzt.
Boss?
Bald.
That's right.
Dann.
It's me.
Irgendwann.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why.
Ich habe bis
But
jetzt
you're
nur
looking
5
for a
Minuten
reason to
gespielt und die
fight.
reden jetzt immer noch.
You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier.
5 Minuten Gameplay,
A soldier
10
is a
Stunden,
political tool, nothing more.
50 Stunden
That's doubly
Cutscenes.
true if he's a career
Metal
soldier.
Gear in a
Right
nutshell.
and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only
Die
enemies in
Cutscenes
relative
gehen so lange,
terms,
dass mein
constantly changing with the times.
Fernsehenbildschirm
As long
dunkel
as we
wird.
have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Call me
Snake.
Snake.
Oh, right. Your codename is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh?
CQC,
I've been
Close
in
Quarter
Marine
Combat.
Marines for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80.
Alter,
Call
wie
me
soll
if
ich
you
das
need
alles...
my advice
Oh.
on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
A stealth mission.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Oh shit.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Wieso war das so leise? Oh Mann. Das wird lustig. Kann ich hier gar nichts in der Hand haben. Okay. Ich muss erst... Wie aim ich? Snake. Bitte. So schleiche ich. Okay. Ach du Scheiße. Okay, verstehe. Alles klar. Game verstanden. Da ist eine Schlange. Wie kann ich das? What the fuck? Ach so, okay, so geht's einfach. Wo ist die Schlange hin? Bruh. Zwei der Munitionen habe ich schon verschwendet. Oh. Oh. Ich bin schon gestorben. Scheiße. Kann ich irgendwie nachladen? Nee, so ladet man nicht nach. Okay. Komm. Kann ich den dann mit einem Messer töten? Au! Der schlagt mich mit seinem Schwanz und allem drum und dran. Oh Gott, wie viele sind hier? Schnell weg, schnell weg.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage.
My camouflage.
Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the Camo Index. The Camo Index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa.
Okay.
The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Oh shit. Legt man sich nochmal hin? Oh Gott. Ich bin Solid Snake, ihr sieht mich nicht. Big Juice. gerade unlocked. Gott, da ist einer. Oh nein.
Ob da wirklich einer in dem Baumstumpf drinne war.
Bitte seh mich nicht. Kann ich das? Oh. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Hä? Julian,
Ja,
ich schaue mir hier gerade den Stream an, ne?
ja,
Ist das nur eine Betäubungspistole?
ja.
Okay.
Oh oh.
Ich finde das, ich find
Hier.
das richtig toll, wie hier alles einfach, wie ich alles doppelt höre.
Oh, ah! Actionmusik. Stehe ich wieder auf? Steh auf!
Das was, wenn das in so einem Zombie-Spiel wäre und da fragt man, wie man wieder aufsteht.
Oh! Leg dich hin, leg dich hin, leg dich hin, Junge. Warte, vielleicht kann ich stehen. Oder ist da noch einer? Irgendwo ist noch einer. Ich höre den doch. Achso, nee, das ist nur das Gras, das so komische Geräusche macht. Oder bin ich dumm? Ich gehe weiter vor. Ich gehe weiter vor. Wo ist der andere hin? Da. Vielleicht kann ich den... Ah, ich sehe nichts durch den Gras. Fuck. Und... Scheiße. Kann ich den irgendwie aufheben? Oh. Warte, ich habe aber eine Idee. Was mache ich denn?
Oh Gott. Oh.
Kann man irgendwie... Oh, kann ihn treten. Dann macht er bestimmt auf. Oh, da ist noch einer! Der wacht den jetzt bestimmt auf. Oh, der hat den aufgewacht, den Typen. Scheiße.
Wichser, du. Nur ein Bier, das ist Quatsch. Merkst du selber direkt am Anfang was.
Oh. Das da war. Oh. Stimmt. Nein. Aha. Dummer Idiot. So, ich glaube, ich muss da hoch. Was ist das für ein Lächeln? Aber ich weiß, was er meint. Boom, boom, boom. Ich sehe gar nicht mal, wo das Bienennest ist. Oh Gott. Ah, da. Ich habe eine Trophäe dafür. Schau mal, wie er wegrennt. Boah. Kann ich das aufheben? Ja. Jetzt wird's interessant. Oh, die rennen ja ganz weg. Ich weiß, hier unten ist ein Secret. Da kann ich mich noch dran erinnern. Oh! Oh Gott. Nein! Scheiße. Okay. Oh Gott, nicht so nah hin. Kann ich das abschießen? Haha. Jetzt versuchen wir es nochmal. Mal sehen, ob es klappt. Warte, vielleicht kann ich...
Was kann ich denn so spielen?
Oh, ich kann klettern. Gut.
Ich würde nochmal in FIFA gegen Robby eine Runde spielen. Was schliefst du da so?
Oh, das wollte ich nicht machen. Camouflage. Backpack.
Backpack. Boah.
Oh.
Warum? Könnte sein. Also nee, da bin ich noch nicht. Ich kann dir sagen, wo ich bin. Ich müsste irgendwo im Dezember sein. Ich wurde gerade Spieler des Monats.
Oh Gott.
Ich bin... Doch, am 5. Dezember bin ich.
Kann ich es irgendwie essen? Ich hab's geworfen, aber nicht gegessen. Scheiße. Nein! Falscher Knopf. Food. Disgusting. Oh ne, die kommen wieder alle zurück. What the fuck? Die kommen alle im Anmarsch zurück. Nein.
Ich hab dich eingeladen, Robby. Achso.
Ich bin nicht da. Ich bin nicht da. Ich bin nicht da. Ich bin nicht da. Hau ab. Hau ab. Ich habe alle drei auf einmal weggehauen. Ja, moin.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. And do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Buh. Oh Gott. Was habe ich angestellt?
HQ. This is HQ. Patrol here. We're under fire. Enemy position unknown. Commencing alert. What's going on? Respond. There's something wrong. Support unit, confirm their status.
What was that? Huh?
Oh, 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 oh.
What's wrong? Huh? Who was that?
Everything looks normal.
Who's that?
Scheiße, 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 scheiße. Hoch, 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 hoch. Hier oben finden sie mich nie. Die werfen Granaten zu mir hoch. Au! Steh auf!
What's wrong?
Wieso stehen da stehen 5 Leute mit ihren Füßen draußen?
Ah, hier, die können's halt.
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Nothing here. Who's that?
Oh Gott. Nee, bitte. Oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott. Kann meine Waffe ändern, Bitch. Einer ist schon mal tot. Scheiße. Eine Schlange.
We've lost the enemy. He must still be in this area. Find
Oh.
him. Who's that? What's wrong?
Aua! Bleib weg. What the fuck? Da war ich einfach mal Rambo. Okay, so hat's auch geklappt. Scheiße. Ich bin nicht gut im Stealth.
Ich spiele ein Frauenteam, Robby.
You must be
Na,
so
spielen, wenn du willst.
Are you one of Vulcan's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
Wieso tut denn mein Steiß so weh? Du musst nach X drücken,
Yeah.
wenn du mit Duisburg
I
spielen
was sent
willst.
by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Wohnkomfort. Das verträgt groß.
I have a message.
Kannst du das auseinanderhalten oder ist das ähnlich?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
28 Black, das ist ein Energy.
It means he's a man of his word.
Gott. Nein.
We've got no time for this. You enough to get me out of
So
here
heißt die
before they
Dose.
arrive. Who's they?
Meine haben
Colonel
sogar Bilder.
Vulcan of Gru. You in the
Frau
West
Winkler.
know him as
Ups.
Thunderbolt.
Ich habe sogar eine Engländerin.
Never heard of him. He's a member of the army's
Lubitsky.
extremist faction, a man who seeks to
Kowalski.
seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and
17-jährige
provincial
Tölerin oder so.
authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the
Eigentlich
opposition
älter als-
so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the
Lubitsky ist die
last
älteste
November,
Besetzerin
President
gerade. Die ist
Kennedy's
32 oder 31 gewesen.
Precisely. In a
Ja,
sense,
die ist auch so die
Khrushchev has
älteste.
lost his biggest partner, and his
32,
power base is
Lubitsky.
rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power
Winkler.
by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volkin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility
Aber die
in
letzten
this
zwei
one,
Meisterschaften sahen anders aus.
812, known as the Granite Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as
SGSS.
leverage in his bid for
Und ich
power.
würde das G eigentlich wegmachen bei davor, weil dann würde das die SSS heißen. Wenn der das schwarze aus einem raus muss.
The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Tötet ja hier meine Spielerin.
They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volkin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volkin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Weißt du, ich habe nur eine Stürmerin vorne.
Your Russian is superb.
Trotzdem mehr von mir.
Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Irgendwie stehen deine Leute so, wie sie stehen sollen und meine...
No. I have no love
Oh.
for this place. Let's go.
Oh, scheiße, scheiße, scheiße. So, ist sie... Können wir uns das nochmal angucken, was sie für einen Zweikampf gemacht hat? Ist sie da vorbeigerannt am Ball?
He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous
Was
with you
ist
there.
da für eine Knutschkugel?
What about the sentries?
I had to kill them. There was no other way. But no one will know we were
Oh,
involved.
Junge.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Okay, tschüss, bye. Ich kann auf einmal Kopfbälle machen. Ich... Nee, so nicht.
Freeze!
Wer? Wir grinsen. El Mazzi. Astmeier, Meißner.
So this is the legendary boss.
Kreischen die bei dir auch so, Robby?
Huh? We meet at last.
Ey, das war ein Foul.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a Gru soldier doing here?
Was soll die denn alleine machen?
Soldier?
Dagegen kann die ihn ja nicht machen, wenn 5 Kampflespen auf einen zurennen.
He's the Ocelot commander.
Wie hat die den Ding gehalten?
That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
Verarscht er mich hier.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Na, Verteidigung los.
Wow. Fuck. Jetzt geht's ab hier.
Average Frauenfußball.
Au.
Scheiße. Kowalski. Meier. Okay, ja, die hat erst noch.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade.
Wir hatten
even
geschossen.
if it is for the Gru.
Was war denn das? Alles war leer und die schießt vorbei. Ich kann sie halt auch nicht mehr identifizieren, weil jeder hier einen Pferdeschwanz hat auf dem... Hallo?
You're not the boss, are you?
Ja.
Was war das? Oh no.
Gru operatives? What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Oh shit.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Das Klatschen passt gerade so perfekt.
Also das war eine Rakete von dir, Robi. Dagegen konnte ich wirklich nichts machen. Okay.
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you?
Ich verstehe aber die Kritik um Niklas Süle wieder nicht, Robi.
Technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle. wasn't very
Weißt du,
smart.
die holen jetzt Sachen raus, die in der Hoffenheim
Besides,
Akademie
I got
passiert
for an
sind.
automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
Ja,
Oh!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
ich kann halt niemand auswechseln, weil ich habe 3
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov.
sagen.
Something between the KGB and GRU.
Für so
Between
ein Essen.
Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree.
Stinks.
You better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by
Wie bitte?
himself, but I'll catch up to him.
Ja,
We're counting on you.
Young gun.
Betrug. Wie bitte? Wirklich bloß Salami. Nix extra.
Also normal.
Das gab's schon mal, aber ich bin hier gerade am Verlieren.
Wow.
Gegen Robby. Hier liegt das liegt Zeug drauf. Also. Hier habe ich erstmal was hin. Ich hätte es gleich weggeschafft. Bernitzen.
Ah, I
Bernitzen.
like it. The other way around.
You okay?
Du meinst das Lila, ne?
Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Das bin ich.
The best crew has to offer. They're
Das sind die Probleme haben, ja.
I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we
Was
can
raus.
ask.
Ja.
What a thrill.
Ich will aber keine rote haben. Jetzt hast
The Shagohod. The dreaded behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBM.
It can launch nuclear missiles.
indem du
from
einen
that
Kreis drückst, dann machst du einen Fernzweikampf.
Without support,
Das hab ich das schon davor gesagt.
tank
Bevor ich zweistellig gegen dich gewonnen habe.
Is that thing finished?
No, this is only the end
Sorry.
of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
The weapon's true form.
The weapon's true form.
Completed and the Cold gets his hands on it. It will be the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War.
Yes.
Yes.
And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
World War.
I had no
Ich bin
choice but to
lila.
cooperate.
Die SGS essen.
I didn't
Essen.
want to
Die
die.
Frauenmannschaft von irgendeiner
To see
Mannschaft in
my
Essen.
child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
Ich dich auch. Ja.
Ich dich nicht.
Na klar, hält die da sich gescheißen, ey. Der verarscht mich hier.
Laurie Allen. Or Ian. Ian Allen.
Das ist unfair. Ich werde hier verarscht.
Oh.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Die orange-schwarzen Isolier oder braun oder was auch immer das ist. Ich hab den Ball nicht. Robby. Robby. Ich hab's im dritten Mal so ein Torwitz kassiert.
Wow, what the fuck?
Mit 5:2. Nee, nur Schnitzelbaum.
Hornet Man.
Auf der Playstation. Ja.
Ich fühle den Propeller.
Der Versuch war da. Ja. Ich dich auch. Was, dass du jetzt einmal gewonnen hast? Ich hab immer noch 2 mehr Titel als du. Scheiße, ey. 6:2 und ich hab 1:0 noch geführt. Ach, wieder das Mondgesicht. Schau dir mal das Bild von der
What the fuck?
Schau dir mal das Bild von der an.
It's raining blood.
Scheiße.
Is he
Kannst
crying?
gerne probieren für die hinten. Was hast du denn eingestellt? Irgendwas hast du eingestellt, du hast meinen Controller manipuliert. Du hast mein Spiel gehackt, dass ich nicht mehr gewinne. Das ist so eine Scheiße mit der Fotze, ey.
Mit der Fotze.
Reiß ihr die Haare raus.
Boss, what is this?
Glatzen gibt's nicht mehr, das haben die dann in FIFA 23 geändert. Die hatten dann keine Glatzen mehr. Aber die hatten auch in 99 alles. Die waren schnell, konnten schießen.
This can't be happening. Who is he? Another one of your disciples? We taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Sicher.
Oh, shit.
Doch.
Aua.
Aber ich muss kurz weg.
Oh.
Mir einen Eimer, mir einen Kotzeimer holen. Das
Ah.
He's seen my face. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice.
Schlag mich in die Fresse. Schlag
Jack,
mich.
You can't come with us.
Bruh.
Ich hab da gerade meinen Namen gehört.
Penetrier mich.
Oder wen gibt's so bei China? Ja, aber weißt du, wer damit zurechtkommt? Das ist ja gerade das Lustige daran. Ich find's schließlich. River Plate.
Are we done here?
Bei den Boca Juniors.
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Ja, warte, ich will erstmal kurz das gucken, bevor ich auf bereit drücke.
Drift away.
Die weiße Flagge wurde hochgehoben.
My place is with them now.
Der eine Punkt.
Kommt jetzt die geile Musik. What a thrill. Glockenspiel.
Ich denke jetzt einfach mal, das ist es, dass es Stadion gibt. Oh, das sind, kannst du es unterscheiden? El Grandioso, im Stadion El Grandioso.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move?
Hat er nicht sogar noch die WM jetzt sogar
Got to
gespielt,
get those
Cavani?
wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before
Was
you know
willst
it.
du?
Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major,
Was soll das?
she's defected.
We'll talk about that later.
Skandal.
First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go.
Ich habe halt
First,
aber
open the
wirklich
survival
nur
bureau with the
Argentinier
start
hier
button.
drin. Hier spielen wirklich keine
If you
anderen
select
Ausländer.
cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item
AC
window button
Mailand
and surgical treatment using the weapon window button.
13-0.
Your injuries include a fractured left elbow
Ja.
and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've
Ich bin
selected the
fertig.
affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item, and then press the enter button. With this
Oh
method,
Gott.
you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the survival
Okay,
room and
sind die
treat
Nummer
those
17
wounds.
bei dir? Ich sehe das bloß dort an der Hose, der ist voll schwarz. Okay. Okay, da muss ich schon mal Angst vor dem haben. Weil klein ist er jetzt nicht. 177. Immer noch so schnell. Ich habe diesmal argentinisch gespielt. Hat's wirklich nicht. Hast dir mal die Tore angeguckt? Die sind nicht durchgezogen. Ja, das sind so dreieckige alte Dinger. Das kann nicht sein, ey. Das kann nie wahr sein.
Good job, Snake.
Ihr seid mir nicht einmal ins Tor
Just stay where you
Hä?
are. We'll drop a recovery
Ja.
balloon. Can you set it up?
Oh.
Shagohod.
Boah, das Foul, das war glasklar beigespielt. Hallo?
Das, was ich bei dir gemacht habe, war auch Ballspiel.
Jetzt frage ich mich immer noch, wie das Beispiel war. Der hat sich alle Knochen gebrochen.
War aber ein guter Clip.
Dominiert das Spiel. Scheiße, oh, Scheiße.
Was war das?
Was hat mein Torwart gemacht? Können wir uns nochmal angucken, was der mit seinen Armen gemacht hat? Edition Cavani.
Great success. Thanks to
Ja,
the
guck
boss
dir
of
das
the
mal an.
Cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
De la
Who
Cruz.
is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
Fuck. Casco.
Oh,
She's a nice catch.
Kannst jetzt mal weggehen.
Not so fast, my dear.
Egal, ich führe noch zum Glück ein Tor. Was hat der denn umgestellt? Auf einmal ist der gut.
A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Ich bin irritiert, weil die Tore so klein sind.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger.
Das kann ich
We are
nicht, dass
friends.
seine Spieler an meine dranrennen.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
he nuked the
Seife.
fellow Russians.
Mani. War so geplant.
Whoa!
Marmelade. Marmelade in der Lampenschale. Marmelade in der Lampenschale. Ach komm.
Would you like to save the game?
Ist das Tor irgendwie
Yes.
kleiner von der Höhe her? Nein, 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 nein. Nein!
Oh, oh, das Lied.
Scheiße! Weil der auf einmal noch mal passen konnte.
Darkness and silence through the night.
What a thrill.
Ich muss mich jetzt mal richtig hinsetzen.
I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I live my life not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime is the way.
Was pfeifst du denn, ein Konter? Du hässlicher Affe im grünen T-Shirt, ey, ich reiß es dir runter.
I'm still in a dream.
Sorry.
Someday you go through the rain. And someday you'll feed on a tree frond. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new
Whoa.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Safe, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad. So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Could you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This Fox is still one step ahead of the Hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited.
Muss ein Tor machen. Nee, oder wie viel hast du gemacht?
Yeah.
7:2
Have a
oder
cigar.
6:2?
It's Cuba. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB-754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power
Nicht noch ein
is
Tor
not as
machen, damit wir
great
die gleiche
as it once
Tordifferenz
was.
haben.
If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that
Drei
one of
blaue
our
machen, wer weiß
soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
No!
So you haven't heard that. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin, of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the boss?
Irgendwas
The
hat der hier
mother
gerade
of your
gestellt.
special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts.
What
The
is
Davy
this
Crockett
voice?
Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. Serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research
Das ist doch
facility was
witzig, also
wiped
was
out.
ist denn das?
The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help,
schon gerne mal
stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American
Nicht, oder
government
was, der hält den
denies
fest beim
any
Schießen?
involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
We're not
Then
involved
what
in
was
any
a
way.
U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to
Abseits.
believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
Wichser mit seiner hässlichen Fahne.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Steckst dir in den Arsch rein.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do
Was
with
jetzt
it.
Elfmeter gibt.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining
Das war die
nuclear
Nummer 17,
device.
die mich doch gerade umgehauen hat, wie so ein...
Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence.
Yes, preferably something
Egal.
painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
Das muss ich
The
jetzt
boss should be close to
nächstes
Colonel Volgin.
Entweder 13-0
How about a
gewinnen,
little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove
Wieso
our
hat er nicht so einmal so reden, mein Kollege?
I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
The revenge.
a nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal?
Was höre ich
If
da?
you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each
Wow,
other.
das ist ein Mädchen oben.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. You remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Vulcan's ranks. I've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Boah, Alter, war das laut.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Oh, ich habe sogar einen Brasilianer und einen Österreicher. Den. Okay. Das siehst du doch nicht auf dem Spielfeld, wenn das Licht ausgeht. Das ist doch kein Däne. Egal. Wenn er halt dort geboren wurde. Wen hab ich denn hier so? Wang Xinxian.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Ich habe auch noch einen
Snake,
Chinese, der
let's
heißt
go over your
Mehmet
mission
Ali.
objectives one more time.
Sang
Rescue
Yufeng,
Sokolov.
Wang
Find out
Xifeng,
what's happened to the Shagohod,
Li Jinhao,
then destroy it.
Abdul.
And finally,
Abdusalam.
eliminate the boss.
Das bitte für Chinesen? Warum heißen die Chinesen?
This mission will be
Abdusalam
codenamed Operation
und
Snake.
Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
Ich finde
I'm
Cheng,
not a hired
Cheng
killer.
finde ich am besten.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a
Ich
request?
habe noch Chao
What's it to
Zhongyi,
us if the Khrushchev
Yao
regime is
Xingyan,
threatened by the colonel and his
Feng
faction?
Shuahin,
If supporting the current regime
Shuai
helps us avoid a nuclear
He
exchange, then that's what
Jian
we'll do.
Yuda, Xi Li Shan.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our
Ich hab
priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the
Lu Ning,
Shagohod.
Roger
Yang
that,
Ziyu
Major Tom.
und
Hold on,
Zhang Li.
Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename.
Hast du das
It
Bild
turns out
angeguckt,
Tom
Robby?
wasn't the most auspicious choice.
Was für
What do
ein
you
Wert
mean?
hat denn dein...
Well, the truth is,
was
when
für
I
ein
chose
Wert
my
hat denn dein
codename,
Torwart?
I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
I must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2
Wang
of the tunnels
Xifeng
before they're
hab ich
finished.
auch noch.
The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel.
Mehmet Ali.
The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick,
Harry,
and
and
Tom.
Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
But I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to
Torwart hat
use.
anscheinend wie das...
So what should I call you?
You know, let's just
Xiaotang
use
and
Zero,
Christine
like we've been
Feishan.
doing all along.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
Die
From
Karriere
square
mal in
zero.
China anfangen, Robby,
My
das
frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73.
war's. Du Genie.
She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same,
Wo ist mein Däne? Da ist mein Däne.
140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. He'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How'll I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and "Lali Lulelo."
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Operation Snake Eater. Ja. Yo, you spin me right round, baby.
Was? Der Mob, meinst du den Mob? Was? Wer ist denn das? Der ist sogar Kapitän. Wer ist das? Ja. Was hast du gemacht? Oh Gott. Wie bleiben die Ecken bei dem aber auch bei mir nie? Steht erst 1-0. Wang Xinxian.
Wang Xinxian? So ein Pferd.
Gott. Fellaini.
Streichel den Pferd. Den Pferd? Das
Looks
Pferd.
like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Oh oh.
Meine eigene Mitspieler hat sich den Ball weggenommen.
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
Taulung.
What are you doing here?
Übersetzen wir mal, was auf dem Sponsor steht, Tobi. Aber Mitsubishi ist Japaner. Japaner lädt ein.
Schon wieder.
Was schon wieder?
Go home.
Stop fighting her.
Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss.
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America.
Gab's nicht mal Heikis?
That should stir things up a bit.
Brasilianer?
You'd better hurry.
Der war da auch so ein Schwamm. Gab es jetzt einen Fußballer, der in die WWE reinkriegt?
Wow. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Tim Wiese. Ich wollte mal Real Madrid haben, aber das ist nicht so oft halt.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long.
Ow!
If we meet again, I'll kill you.
Der hat aber immer noch einen Marktwert von 1 Million.
Now,
ja.
Go home.
Ja.
Meine Hand.
Ja. Ja.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
Okay.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with Volgin isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling.
Ja, weißt du.
It's hard for me to believe, too. A legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. But she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's
my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Bruh.
Shangyong Yatai.
Who is that? Who's that?
Aber der ist jetzt vereinslos.
Scheiße.
Ich selbst nicht. Rätsel.
Oh boy.
HQ. This is HQ.
Patrol here. Lost sight of the intruder, going into high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
So, Wir haben 2:11 Schüssen, ey, das ist doch Müll. Wir kriegen es richtig geliefert. Also geliefert. Musst du mal so ein Bäckbrötchen so als Pfarrer sagen. Na, ich gönn dir mal einen Sieg.
Ich gönn dir mal einen Sieg.
Bitte geh mir mit. Bitte lass mich mit dem in Ruhe. Wieder wusch. Der Österreicher, lass den Österreicher leben. Wieso ist der vorbei weggegangen?
What the fuck? Oh my god.
HQ respond. This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Brasilianer hat's gemacht. Hä? Warum ist jetzt auf Pop? Federhandschuhe gibt's.
Das hat funktioniert.
Also, scheiße, hat ja wirklich funktioniert. Ich wollte gerade sagen, also bei mir hat es funktioniert, aber die verliere ich bei. Das ist witzig. Ich krieg so einen Habbel. Ach Gott. So ist nicht, Freundchen. Wenn du dann den Ball ins Aus haust, dann ja. Oder ich jetzt ein Tor schieße. Witzig. Das ist doch ein Witz.
Weh, du drehst dich rum, du fetter Sack.
Komm, der zeigt das alle drin. Meine Nase juckt. Der wollte es spannend machen, deswegen hat er den auch lassen. Lass diesen Baker hier rumtreten.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam
Du
couldn't.
musst jetzt mal gucken. Nein, okay, geil.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me.
Ching, ching, ching.
Trapped.
Get down!
Oh shit.
There.
Wo ist denn das bitte rot? Ey, das will ich mir jetzt nochmal anschauen. Wo ist das bitte rot? Sogar der Schiedsrichter ist nicht Chinese. Okay. Aber es durfte kein Elfmeter sein.
Whoa. Glitchy hair. What is with the sexy music? What the fuck?
The name's
Wang Pong gegen Wang Xiaxian.
Kann ich bitte eine Waffe haben?
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
Wie ein Metal-Singer?
Ey, aber hey, du hast das im Vorverhältnis.
Colonel Volgan is a very suspicious man. He
Ja,
decided
muss man
Adam
sagen.
wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were.
Yes,
Why?
because I can do things he can't.
Oh, wow.
3 Spiele und wir haben
I heard
wow,
you were
wow.
a codebreaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Also ich habe
How's your military?
ja,
The broom handle.
ich habe ein -3
It packs
Torverhältnis.
quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways
Yes.
and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol.
Was ist mit meiner Schwester?
Even that's hard to come by.
Nee, das war mein Vater.
Don't worry though. The one I've got for you is American made.
Ich glaube, die steht eher bei Benny vor mit Rosenkohl.
45, huh?
Alter, Kotz, da esse ich lieber Kotz als das Spiel.
Die kann dir auch das gerne wie... ja, genau wie eine Vogelmutter, die das einfach im Mund spucken.
And the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized.
In der Stadt. Weiß ich doch nie, ich bin nicht.
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. Probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from. You had this with you, didn't you? Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then?
Yes. He's being forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear. First, you'll need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse and you'll come out just south of the lab.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight. Right, let's get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
You'll never make it in your condition. It's a jungle out there. There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information. Nothing more. You look disappointed. All right, then. I'll do something special for you.
Julian, du bist noch da.
Immer.
Super.
Gibt mir jetzt einen Kuss.
I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down.
Now be a good boy and lie down. Wow. Die redet mit mir wie ein Hund.
What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
Drei verschiedene Leute sind gerade durch meine Tür gekommen. Haben gesagt, Pizza ist da. Ich weiß!
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally.
Oh.
Depending on how long you sleep, you may also recover naturally from sickness and injury. When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Save game, yes. Ich spiele jetzt schon seit 2 Stunden, ey. Das Spiel hat nicht mal richtig angefangen und ich spiele schon seit 2 Stunden. Was macht denn die Strunse? Lali Lilalu. Jetzt macht er seine Augen auf und ich kann auf ihren Arsch gucken. Bestimmt, ich wett's mit dir. Oh ja, ich sehe ihn. Ach du Scheiße. Schnell, guck an. What the fuck? Dieses Spiel ist so blöd.
What's the matter?
We're surrounded. I see 4 of them.
We've got company. It's the Ocelot unit. Let's get out of here.
Wieso
Hurry.
lass mich das machen?
Don't forget your gear. Here, give me a hand.
Auf dem Bett habe ich geschlafen.
We can use this to get to the basement. Damn it, Ocelot. I'll get past them on my bike. I'll call you later.
Okay, I'll keep them busy.
No.
Don't go dying on me now.
Okay, lass mich das Spiel total speichern, bitte. Options. Halt, ich muss erst.
You going to save? Good luck.
Thanks.
Kann ich nicht hier. Nein! Gott, wieso drücke ich das immer? Okay. Options. Okay. Das war's für heute. Nur gucken, ob es mir mein Spiel gespeichert hat. Okay, gut. Alles klar. Ciao.